Hi everybody, Gerald here with IO TV. We are live in Denver at the outdoor retail event. I am with Michael from Thermacell. You know, Michael, it's the age-old problem. You're out there camping, having a great time, hanging out around the campfire, and all of a sudden, mosquitoes come and crash the party.
Yeah.
And you know, you want a product that will allow you to keep them away without poisoning your entire family, and one that's effective. You guys seem to be right on the money.
Yeah. So we're the alternative to sprays and other chemicals that you put on your skin. We're an area repellent. So we've been around for about 19 years, but in the last few years, the brand has really started to take off. And this is our core technology. We actually use heat to disperse repellent. And the active ingredient is based on pyrethrin, which is found in chrysanthemum flowers. But this little blue mat is all there is to it. It contains the repellent.
And what is that made of?
This is a repellent based on pyrethrin.
Okay.
It's called alethrin, is the synthetic version that we use. And it really doesn't have an odor. It's invisible, you can't see it. But heat is the key in the end. So this platform runs on butane. So each of these units has a spot for a little refillable butane cartridge. So this provides the heat that warms up the repellent mat and ultimately releases it into the air and keeps mosquitoes away. So rather than coating your clothing or skin with a repellent with DEET, which can be really hard on gear, you know, climbing into your bag at the end of a night covered in repellent.
Toxic.
Yeah. This frees you from that. And it takes around 15 minutes to build a zone of coverage. But in the end, you get around 15 feet zone of protection around you, your campsite, your picnic table.
Also pet friendly, I hear. It's not going to make your dog howl.
It's very pet friendly. So we use a tiny, tiny amount of repellent. And since it's based on chrysanthemum flowers, it's a very low impact chemistry.
Right. Now, I understand that this is an upgrade from some of your legacy product.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. Our Radius platform, which is behind us, similar principle, but it's actually rechargeable. So rather than using butane as the heat source, we're using a lithium-ion battery. So this was introduced in 2018, this year. We're actually updating the unit for 2019. So this is our Generation 2 device. It's got a single button. It's USB rechargeable. All you do is pop off the lid, drop in a refill. So this is a liquid refill. Take the cap off. There's a little wick and a heater inside the lid. Actually warms up that wick, warms up the repellent, and that's what gets it into the air and helps keep the mosquitoes away.
Excellent. And how much does this go for?
So this is going to retail for $49.99. Suggested retail price. The refills, the nice thing about Radius is the refills are long life. So the legacy platform that we just looked at with the blue mat, you do have to keep up with the refills. Those mats last around 4 hours. This lasts 12, and we make a long life version. That retails for $19.99, and that'll last 40 hours.
Right.
So a single refill can get you through a camping trip, get you through a couple weekends at the cabin.
Without having to resort to that can of DEET for
Exactly.
when you run out.
Exactly. All you got to do is recharge it, and it's mini USB, micro USB rechargeable. You'll get around 6 or 7 hours per charge. So all you do is press a button, wait a few minutes, and you get a zone of coverage. Again, 10 to 15 feet of coverage around you or your party.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And how can we learn more about these products?
So definitely Thermacell.com is your go-to. You can read all about the history of the company, how the product works. You can read reviews, which are our lifeblood. And again, we've got a 100% satisfaction guarantee, so really encourage people, give the product a try. If you're not happy for whatever reason, we'll always take care of you. So.
And one more time, let's talk about, before we go, weather.
So tends to be the case. Mosquitoes are their worst when there's light wind or no wind and there's not rain. That's when Radius and our legacy platform work their best. So they give you, because they kind of permeate the air around you, still conditions are better. If there's a light wind, you want to place the device upwind of your position. But the great thing is when it's windy, there's usually not so many bugs. When it's rainy, bugs come out afterwards. It's usually still. That's when you fire up your radius, and it'll keep the bugs out of your face. You can actually see in some cases clouds of mosquitoes hanging out at this boundary and not entering your zone of, yeah, it is like a force field.
Great. Well, hey, thank you for your time today. Love learning about your products.